There we go. I know we've all probably had one of those days where we get up late so that we rush to get ready for work, and then maybe we lose our keys, and then when we finally get them, we get in the car, maybe spill the coffee all over the place because we're a frantic mess. Then we get stuck in traffic, and to top things off, when you think it can't get worse, your boss writes you up for being late. This scenario is a little drastic, but days like this do occur, and when they occur, your stress builds and builds and builds. Now, according to the Mayo Clinic, not only does stress affect your mood, but it affects your behavior and mostly your body, and you may not even realize it. And I know that the past 2 years of my life have been very stressful. It got me to the point where I felt as if my body was shutting down on me, and I'm sure you all have had those feelings as well. But according to sources such as ZenHabits.com, the Anxiety Disorder Association of America, more commonly known as ADAA, and the medical news, I've really discovered many ways that you can minimize your stress. So today I'm going to share with you how stress affects the body and 4 common anxiety disorders associated with stress, and the 6 most effective ways to minimize your stress. So I think it's important that we begin with exactly what stress is. I'm sure, how do you feel when you're stressed? Mostly angry, maybe frustrated. But stress is deeper than that. People just think of it more as a feeling versus what it actually is. It's a strain when a person struggles to adapt to or cope with changing environments. It can be anything from an unpleasant job or coworker. And stress also has a big impact on your heart, according to Dr. C.Smith-Speech. And he also says that men who face chronic stress at work and at home are 30% more likely to develop heart disease. And women are more likely to develop irritable bowel syndrome and experience heart attacks. Now, that's not something to look forward to. So they also cause headaches, body aches, sleeping problems, many different things. So now that we've discussed exactly what stress is and how it affects your body, let's go ahead and discuss the 4 common anxiety disorders caused by stress. We have generalized anxiety disorder. It affects 6.8 million people within the U.S. And basically what that is it's excessive worrisome for 6 months or longer. We have panic disorders affecting 6 million people within the U.S. And basically people have attacks of panic, more commonly known as panic attacks, or they feel as if they can't breathe or they're having a heart attack. Specific phobias, 19 million people within the U.S. Some of these are very serious, but then again, a lot of people have phobias. It's when you're scared or you have a fear-intense reaction to specific objects. For example, you may be petrified of spiders. If one came near you, you may jump back and scream for hours. And then we have post-traumatic stress disorder, also known as PTSD, which affects 7.7 million people in the U.S. And a good example for what may cause this is a rape victim who never sought treatment for her traumatic experience. People with PTSD normally have flashbacks of the incident, and if, like I said, if gone untreated, causes the PTSD. So now that you learned about the anxiety disorders, I would like to talk about the 6 ways to minimize stress, but first, let me ask you this. How do you think you would feel if you went to the doctor and he said you had an anxiety disorder? Would you be angry, scared, confused maybe? Well, hopefully you won't have to worry about it if you learn the 6 most effective ways to minimize stress. Now, this is all information that I've gotten from Leo Babasla, and he says that the 6 most effective ways to minimize your stressors is eliminate unnecessary commitments. Basically, find what stresses you out the most in your schedule and completely remove it if possible, whether at home or work. Number 2 would be stay organized. Now, how many times have you gone to find something and it's not there? Very frustrating and annoying, and you normally get angry. I know I do. So, throw away items you don't need, again, at home and at work. And this destroys visual clutter, and also you have what you need when you need it. We have avoid difficult people and situations. This isn't always easy, but let me tell you how to do it. You identify your stressors. Identify the people and type of situations that stress you out. Difficult people may be co-workers, certain friends, and family members. Remove them from your life if possible, if it's really that stressful, and you'll see the difference that it has on your body and the way you feel. With situations, be prepared for outcomes of your big decisions. Relax. What I can say is every minute of every day is not about productivity. Every minute of every day is not about productivity. So take a minute from what you're doing at work and just take some deep breaths. Do the same at home if you're having a stressful day. Get up and walk around. And what helps me is to talk to somebody that I like, someone who I can relate to, that often makes me feel better. Exercise. I know that, especially women, we don't feel like exercising. We are tired. But you can simply find a 15 to 30-minute hole daily in your schedule, or maybe 3 to 5 days a week. Go for a walk around the neighborhood, go in the backyard with your kids, take the dog for a walk, or walk on your lunch break, or leave during your lunch break and go to the gym if you can, or go after. And number 6, I believe, is very effective for minimizing your stress. Be early. Set your alarm clock early, get up early, get ready for work early, get to work early. You've just avoided spilling that coffee, losing the keys, rushing to get ready for work. So these 6 ways to minimize your stress will definitely be able to help you. So let me end by saying that it's been a pleasure informing you about how to minimize stress. My experience developing IBS and also severe anxiety disorder has really been my reason for sharing this information with you today. I've shared with you how stress affects the body, different anxiety disorders associated with stress, and the 6 most effective ways to minimize that stress. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope this information was helpful.